Okay, today we're going to look at how to use Publisher to create some subway art. Publisher is an awesome tool that lets us crop and design things in ways that Word cannot. It is a real staple of the design industry for making business cards, pamphlets, and other things like that. And this lesson kind of gets you going. So firstly, we have to talk about what is subway art. Really simply, subway art is a combination of words and text with different fonts and different graphics placed together to create a display. Typically, all subway art has a theme. In this case, it's the city of Pittsburgh, places you can visit. In this case, it's what someone does to be happy. In this case, it's all about basketball, different things they do, and they've actually incorporated some images, but typically most of it is font. Baking, once again, a lot of text, some pictures. And sometimes people get a little crazy and they mix up the shape a little bit to create something new. That's essentially all subway art is. And the goal of this assignment is just to get used to using Publisher to move things around and build different text, to layer things. So when we enter Publisher, we're given lots of options. The standard two page sizes are a blank 8.5 by 11, which is a vertical sheet, or the horizontal 11 by 8.5. Either is fine. The nice thing about this program is we can choose other page sizes for different sizes of paper. We can customize it. Something we'll use a lot more of later in our study, but right now, this is good enough. So we're going to use a standard portrait. We click Create. So a quick rundown of Publisher. This is our work area. This white page is everything that will be seen and printed. Anything on the gray area is just like a desktop. It doesn't allow us to do anything with it. So we have to make sure we keep it in this area. Also, we have to remember that we can't get too close to this edge. You have to leave a little bit of space because printers won't print right to the edge. They'll leave a little, if you see the ruler up here from the zero, like half a centimeter around. So you don't want to go right to the edge. Try to keep it within this little blue frame. That frame moves. Some useful tools. If we click on our rulers, you can actually create guidelines for yourself. So if you want to make sure things are square or straight, you can put little lines in there. Those lines help you organize your work. Similarly, you can put them from here as well. We won't necessarily need these lines, and you can just drag them off and they disappear. But it is a nice tool you can use. Now, for this assignment, all we have to do is create text. We're going to rely heavily on our text box feature. If we click on that under Home Text Box, and we can draw a text box. And we're going to begin by writing different things that will relate to our subway art. I'll focus on hockey. So I want slapshot, not snapshot. Okay. And I can highlight the text. I can make it bigger. Typically, we want to make our text boxes fit our text. I can play around with the fonts. And I have that. And I can move it anywhere I want. I can also, using this little shape up here, I can rotate it to make it vertical, horizontal, pretty much any direction I want, and I can place it. So now I'm going to continue this process by just adding more text boxes and more text with different sizes and different fonts. Oh, I definitely don't want that font. That's good. Now I'll make my text box a little smaller, and I'll put it right there. And you see what happened here? If we overlap the text boxes too much, it will cause them to disappear. So there's a couple ways to fix that. We can just move it over. We can also go into text box tools. Drawing tools. And shape fill. Go with no fill. No, that's not going to work. We can't overlap them. So we're just going to continue this process and fill up this page with text till we wind up with something like our original example with lots of different images. And that finishes this tutorial.